All right, welcome back, COSA 25 folks. Professor Almeida here. Happy Thursday, everyone. Fingers crossed that I have finally solved my audio issue. If you've been noticing my announcement videos, I've had some garbled audio show up randomly. So let's hope that I finally fixed the glitch. I know I don't like using the word glitch. But anyway, as usual, because it is Thursday, I will be in the Canvas course chat 9 till noon Pacific time. And in this video, I want to talk to you about week 9, which opens this coming Monday, May 5th. And if you can believe it, we are almost wrapping up with this course. We just have a month left to go. So there's a lot to talk about. Let's just get into it with Canvas here. And I want to start with your reminder that chapters 6 and 7 are due this Sunday. As before, with your training sims, they need to be turned in on time. Don't leave easy points on the table. Make sure that you are reading the overview pages for any helpful hints when it comes to your guided and independent projects. And as before, make sure you take notes of the hints given to you in the guided projects. But moving forward, the instructions in the projects should speak for themselves, and you should be able to get through the projects, again, as long as you are carefully reading the instructions. But here we go, week 9, which opens on Monday, May 5th, along with week 10. We're going to get into integrating applications. But as you will see here, you have a new assignment. So what I want to do for a moment is go back to the syllabus here. You can see that from week 9 onward, your due date is not until the last day of the course. That doesn't mean take the month off, because you will certainly fall behind if you wait until 12th week. So make sure that you are getting assignments done weekly, especially when it comes to geometrics. Now, if you scroll on up in the syllabus here, and here we go under course activities and evaluation, you'll see that your final capstone in week 12 is worth 20% of your course grade, but your 3 geometrics exams that you will be taking in weeks 9, 10, 11 are also worth 20% of the total grade. So you need to make sure that you are actively working on geometrics. And speaking of geometrics, I have my Windows virtual machine open here. You'll see that I have Gmetrics SMS installed on my system. Again, you will need a Windows PC. If you can't install Gmetrics SMS, go to campus, use the COS Computer Labs. Gmetrics is a free login. All you got to do is create an account. Once you are in, you can go to our Canvas class homepage for COSA 25. Scroll on down, you'll see the access code. You could just copy and paste it into the box here under redeem code. And again, you want to make sure that you download Gmetrics SMS. By the way, if you go to the week 9 overview page, you will see that I have embedded a video you can go watch on how to use Gmetrics. So again, make sure you go watch that video, and also make sure that you pay attention to the information here on what you will be doing. I'll come back to the action items in a moment, but I want to finish up with Gmetrics here. Now, unfortunately, Microsoft and Certiport have not released an updated MOS exam for Access. So we're still on Office 2019, and you'll have to scroll down quite a ways to Microsoft Office 2019. Here's Access MO-500. Now for week 9, your first practice exam is under quizzes, and it's Skill Review 1. When you go to click on Start, you want to switch over to training mode. Okay, again, go back, watch the video that I've provided on how to use Gmetrics for an explanation on what the difference is between training and testing. But you want to start with training mode, and before starting the exam, make sure you have Gmetrics SMS installed. Once you are finished with the exam, and you come on back to Access Expert 2019, you'll see a 3-dot menu to the right of Skill Review 1, and this is where you can download your score report. So here's how it's going to work. You're going to click on the printer icon here. So, here's an example. You're going to click on the printer icon, and if you're using Chrome or Edge, you want to change your printer to save as PDF. Now, before you hit save, take a moment, make sure that your name as it appears officially on the roster is shown here, that it's Access Expert 2019 Skill Review 1 Training, that the score is clear, and you have all of this good stuff. So you need to make sure that all of this is here before you click save. Okay, and you're going to be turning in this PDF file to the Skill Review 1 assignment in Canvas. So if we come back here, here's the assignment, Skill Review 1. You're going to upload the PDF file here. So make sure that you read through the instructions carefully for this assignment. And again, you're going to turn in a PDF copy. Now, you can take the G-Metrics exam as many times as you want. I'm just looking for a passing score of 700 or better, okay? You don't need to feel that you got to try for 1,000. As long as you have a 700 or better, I will give you full credit on the assignment, but it has to be Access Expert 2019 Skill Review 1. Okay, so again, make sure you read the instructions for each of the 3 G-Metrics assignments in weeks 9, 10, and 11. All right, so I hope that this makes sense with your G-Metrics assignment. And again, make sure you go watch the video on how to use G-Metrics. All right, coming on back. Let's see what else we have going on here. So as usual, you have your Chapter 8 sim book on engrading applications. You have your guided independent projects. Going back to the overview page here under action items. In Independent Project 8-4, you are asked to edit the CSV file provided to you in Notepad. So you can see here in step 5D, you need to download the resources link and extract it. To edit the CSV file in Notepad, first open File Explorer using Windows E, and then go to the Downloads folder. Your resources file is likely there. Right-click on the CSV file, and then choose Open With. Choose another app, and you should see Notepad in the list. So how does this work here? To open File Explorer, again, Windows E. And if you go to your Downloads folder, okay, let's say I want to open this file, and if you right click, you'll see Open With, and then from there you can choose another app, and then you would see Notepad in the list, and that way you can edit your CSV file for Independent Project 8-4. So with that, again, I will see you in the Canvas course chat 9 until noon. You can always stop by the COS Computer Labs. I'm there in person on Mondays from 1:30 to 3:30. You can also reach out to COS Tech Support. Good luck with your G-Metrics MOS practice. I will give you more information on the MOS exams a little bit later in the course, so stay tuned with that. Take care of yourselves out there, and have a good weekend.